So this video is going to be a comparison between the two stays in Thailand. This was the first time we stayed and it was at the Marriott Resort, and so I'll start there. Some birthday, huh? Some birthday. This is how we felt about the Marriott Resort instantly. We thought it was so good. So if you're a parent, I would definitely recommend the Marriott Resort or staying on a resort when you go to Thailand. I wouldn't recommend where we stayed, but you can, for the second time, for her second birthday, but you can continue watching at the end of the video to see our experience over there to decide for yourself. In the midst of the review, you will see some home video footage or some more personal things because this is especially for Grace. The vlog is Raising Grace, and it's for Grace to reflect back and look back as she gets older on her journey. So a cool tip is whenever someone asks you to do a meeting with them to go over timeshare, do it because you end up getting freebies for sitting in and listening. You get to choose from spa packages, dinners, and boat rides and whatnot. And it's totally free, even if you don't sign up to do like a package for a timeshare or whatever. So definitely go to resorts, sit down, and collect your freebies. This was a free massage day. So another cool thing about going to this spa was that they had a questionnaire that I had to fill out while I sat here and indicate where my aches are, my pains are, what are my stressors, and just a detailed questionnaire about everyday life so that they could customize the massage just for you. And that was amazing. Also, make sure you watch till the end if you want to see the difference between why people say sometimes that they haven't had a good experience getting a Thai massage, because this experience is completely different than that. You definitely shouldn't go cheap with the massages. Everything else in Thailand is cheap, and it's fine to get it cheap, the food and everything else, but don't go cheap with the massage. Just don't do it. This is the room they gave me to get ready. There's a hot tub out there, but you can't see, it's really dark. There we go. The lavender that they put right there put me in a trance. This is what they have you put on with nothing under it. And so they're not touching you on your bare skin if you're not into that type of thing. But it was so good. This literally made me cry. Like, I was feeling very emotional while I got the massage. I was feeling very blessed. Like, God, like, why me? Like, that's how good it was, and I'm not even being dramatic. I'm dead serious. If you're not from the Midwest, you might not know what dead means, but dead serious is I am actual factual about it. Like, I felt so relaxed. It was the best massage I've ever had in my life, and it it was like the simplest touch just did something. The masseuse are amazing. I gave a great tip. It was really, really good, and I would go back to Thailand and go stay at this resort just for this alone. After the massage, they give you fruit and tea, just like when they had you sitting down to fill out the questionnaire. Of course, because we have a child, we had to take turns, and so they came to pick me up after I was done. So, of course, staying at a resort means there's going to be a lot of nice restaurants. While everything was good at the different restaurants and little stores within the resort, of course, it's more pricey. And if you're coming to Thailand, you may as well get the experience of spending less, because other than your flight and maybe your lodging, depending on where you stay, because this place, I think we paid $120 a night. That's it, y'all. But we also had a discount because of Wayne's job. But the other place that I'll show you later was only $50 a night. Yeah, so if you don't want to spend a bunch of money and you want to have a nice trip, Thailand is definitely the spot, because other than your flight, that's it. Like lodging, like I said, you can get good deals. Might not be exactly like this, but you can get good deals, and the food is very cheap. So if you don't pay for food within the resort, you can get some good deals. And I don't mean cheap as in tasting cheap. It's cheap in price, but it's amazing in quality. Like the food was amazing. The local food was the best food we had. But being connected to different stores on the resort, of course, made it very easy for the days we just didn't feel like it. We didn't feel like going out. And we went during rainy season, so that was also helpful not to have to go too far. Tippy toes.
There you go. There you go.
So in order not to get my phone messed up, we recorded most of the things by the pool with the GoPro, but one of the parts is missing, so I can't upload that. But over there was the kids section. I'm standing in the adult section or normal section. Grace did not like the slide because she's one, of course, and so going down the slide with her dad and a little splash in the face, she wasn't really happy about it. But it was a really nice, large pool area. Of course, there was a bar and other little things for kids to do on the other side. So it was a really long pool with a lot of different areas, and it wasn't crowded. So this is the private beach that's attached to the Marriott Resort. And you will see the difference if you continue to watch the difference between this area and the area that is not private. That was where we stayed the second time near Patong Beach. This was very serene and peaceful and clean. And that's what I will say for now. Literally pay attention to the sand here and then look at the sand later on in the video in the other area. They asked to take a picture with Grace, and so I took a picture of a picture because, especially when we first got here, I always thought it was kind of cool how people respond to our differences, because there are not a lot of African American people that we see in Asia. There are some, clearly, but not a lot. And we had a shuttle everywhere we went, so we didn't have to walk. And then we had to get on the golf cart for the rest of the ride.
Hey, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, you got your phone too.
Yeah, I didn't know you were recording. This was us heading over for Grace's birthday dinner by the beach, which has become a theme because we did that this year too. We went to a different resort because they had a really nice restaurant, and of course we got that for free too for listening to the timeshare presentation.
He almost got clipped.
Oh, you're in the office today.
Yeah.
Grace's birthday dinner. Our waitress name was Pooh. She was also a personal bartender, and she was very sweet to Grace the entire night. Us too, but they really loved Grace here, as you can see. Grace was in there playing with the chef. If I'm not mistaken, the restaurant was called Seafire Salt, and the clear glass tray over there has different salts in it. They collect salts from all over the world, and some of them are very expensive. And so I guess that's the theme of the restaurant. The chef sent this out for free because he loved Grace, so he just kept sending out little freebies. This was not something we ordered, but it was very good sushi. And especially living in the part of the part of China. We live in Urumqi. The part we live in, the seafood is not fresh. It's a very big landlocked city, the largest in the world. So there's no fresh water nearby. And so the seafood is not fresh. That was Grace's birthday meal. Mashed potatoes, a salad, chicken. This was a lobster salad that I had that was really good. And I also had ceviche and something else for appetizer, but that's how good it was. It was gone, y'all, so I didn't even really take a picture.
Happy birthday, birthday girl.
Happy birthday. There's a ceviche.
Mommy said happy birthday. You gonna lose your kitchen. Mommy said happy birthday. Tracy. Tracy. Happy birthday.
Ice cream.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
While we waited for dessert, we played around over here. Something that has nothing to do with this video is that in Utamuchi, they always let her sit on tables and they tell Grace, oh, sit on the table, put the baby on the table, because everybody wants to see her at once. And so she has a thing for tables, and I've been trying for a long time to keep her off of them, but now she thinks that's the thing because they let her do whatever she wants to do here. That's the only thing about raising her abroad. She's like treated special, which is good, but a little too special for my taste sometimes. The birthday cake and ice cream was free from the restaurant. They were very sweet. I never showed this part of the bathroom. The bathroom was huge. I only showed the shower part. I'm not sure where all my pictures are because this again is a over a year late video. Yep, I'm showing you the bathroom and curves, serving bathroom and curves. Again, this hotel and everything around it was very child friendly. Like, these are the things she racked up for free just being here. And I would recommend, again, if you're a family, stay on a resort. We were going to sing Grace happy birthday on the beach. That's what we wanted to do as a tradition too. But we couldn't get to that because it was raining. So we did it on the balcony. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Okay, we'll skip that. You're so dainty with it.
Right?
No smashing, huh?
You just want the icing.
There was a turtle sanctuary within the resort, so that was cool. I think Grace enjoyed it. That's her face looking at the turtles. And this is how we felt about the trip. This is a little bit of a fast forward. This was when we went home for Christmas in the States. Grace already loves looking back, and that really makes me happy. This is what it's all about, making memories. And so I'm very happy that she's happy. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but that is the name of the area that we stayed in. Okay? So that concludes our time for Grace's first birthday in that area of Thailand. We had a great time. I have no complaints. My only gripe was that Grace is so young, so we couldn't do a lot of the activities like the speedboat, to Fifi Island and different things like that because they didn't recommend it. And the water was like, you know, the waves were intense at that time because we went during rainy season because that's when her birthday is. And so that is the only complaint I had, and that was, you know, something that we can't control. And it was about Grace anyway, so we just did kid-friendly things, and that's that. So we're moving on to part 2.